Welcome to my life as an NPC. I am Scythe, and today we're going to continue to play Coffee Talk 2. So, in the last episode, we found out what's causing, who's messing with all the cars. It's the owners of the Gnome Noms, I mean. And yeah, and I'm guessing that Henry is going to be talking to them soon. Hopefully, we get to meet Hyde in this episode as well, so we can give him his invitation for Lua and Bailey's wedding. And hopefully I can give it to him, and I wasn't supposed to give it to Mr. Hyde. No, Mr. Gala, I mean. But we'll see what happens here. It's just 2 more days before the wedding is. But you know, let's get into it. October 1st. All Hallows Eve. Vegan food on the rise. Gnome diet popular amongst young adults. Box office movie High Weapon hits astonishing 2 billion worldwide. What Generation Z really wants? An independent survey. And that's what's... Didn't even hear that. An independent survey. Yeah, that is funny. Looks like I should have given the lost items to the intended recipients right away. Right. I was supposed to give the invitation to Gala, but they said Hyde, so I thought I should probably give it to Hyde instead. So I did not give it to Gala, even though they intended for Hyde to invite Gala as his +1. So I might have screwed up there. We'll see how it goes on the wedding. But before that, let's check out what's going on here. No, stories. Ah, that's so cute! Lucas, super busy, see ya tomorrow! Just saying hi. Well, hi Lucas. And here... That might be the cutest thing ever. And she got a pufferfish too. Look what Myrtlish did, sneakily taking my super serious gaming face while playing Super Brawl Pals 2. Yeah. So they do spend the nights together. We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. We had a break in the office. Not a break-in. We had a break in the office and just played board games for hours. It was fun. Good. Today's delivery cut-off time, 1300 hours and no night shifts. Ooh, so she's going to show up here today, I would assume. At least it'd be much better than disappearing on me like this. Wait, did it disappear? Oh, that's bad. Oh no, who took the invitation? No, who the hell's been here? Hi Rachel.
Hi Carbon.
Hello there. What's wrong? She looks so badass.
Nothing really.
Nothing?
Exactly, nothing. And that's the problem. I couldn't come up with anything good for my new single.
Nothing to show because I didn't give her the right drink. I'm so sorry, Rachel. Alright, I remember now. It's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have any idea what seems to be the issue?
Not a clue, really. Maybe I'm just putting too much pressure on myself?
What do you mean?
Well, I want my new single to be special, right? And I know I can do it. But so far, I just haven't come up with anything I've liked at all. And it's been a week already. So annoying.
Still a bit of a spoiled brat, huh? Here you can't exactly rush creativity.
I know, but still. Yeah, what do I do, Carbon? I'm so stuck.
Start small, maybe? Perhaps you can find inspiration in what's already around you nearby. After all, you're the star of the show. We want to know more about you or what you're thinking.
Yeah, I guess. You're right. I am the star.
Oh no! No! That is not the right mindset. Ugh.
And since there's no real deadline, I can technically take my time too. Besides, this is something I want to do, not a contract with anyone or anything. But I shouldn't make Arami wait too long either. Oh well, I can think about it later, I guess. How are you, by the way, Carbon?
It's fine. Business as usual. Thank you for asking.
Wait, I almost forgot. Did Dad come here last night?
Yes? Henry? Yes, I did. Was meeting up with Mr. Gala, actually.
Okay, that's good to know.
Why do you ask?
He didn't reply to my text last night. So I wondered what he was doing.
Ah, I see. Do you two not see each other often?
What do you mean? I just saw him this morning. We still live under the same roof after all.
Yeah, that's what I thought pretty much. Oh, what a surprise. I thought you would have been raring to move out by the time you turned 21.
Well, you're not wrong in thinking that. But Dad's getting older, you know?
Yeah. I have the same issues with my dad, to be honest. He is becoming an old man. And he is letting me know that.
He's becoming forgetful too, so I'm a little worried.
Understandable.
Besides, we don't really have anyone else, you know? None of our extended family even lives in the States. So as much as he's been a nag my whole life, I feel like I should watch over him, for now.
Right. Hello, welcome. Is it Lucas? No, Rihanna. Good evening to you, Miss Rihanna.
Hey, Riona. Fancy meeting you here.
Hello.
Did something happen? How are you?
Sorry, just a second.
Alright. Oh, she even went away to take the call.
Huh. Is she alright?
I'm not sure.
Oh well, I'll just get a drink first.
Right. What would you like?
I'll have a cup of milk, please.
Well, I can't fail that now, can I? Milk. Here you go, a cup of warm milk.
Thank you.
What's up?
Oh, nothing. Just remembered something. But it's nothing special, so don't worry about it.
I don't know if I mentioned this in the first time I played Coffee Talk 1, but I've had milk directly from a cow. What's it called? Speen? What's it called? Let me check. From the udders. That's what it's called. And when I was a kid, my dad always loved going to farms and things like that. He is a farmer at heart. So when we were kids, he once took me out to a farm, and we had a glass of milk directly from the cow. It was very warm, really weird, to be honest. I don't remember what it tastes like, but I'm assuming it was a lot richer than whatever milk you buy now in the stores. But yeah, I've had that. I just came to think of it when she was drinking warm milk. Miss, are you alright?
No. I think
No!
I'm sad.
Don't cry! What's wrong?
That's right, Riona. What's wrong?
No!
I've been doing a lot of thinking
About...
About what?
about my situation.
Your career dreams.
Have you ever felt like something you've been doing your whole life might be a mistake?
What makes you think that, miss? Dude, drop the miss and mystery. This is personal. Get in there. Call her by her first name. Show that you care, that you're not just some barista.
My apologies. I didn't mean to be so dramatic. Would you two mind listening to my scattered thoughts?
Of course. Let it all out.
Miss Rachel is right. Feel free.
After listening to the experiences you and Mr. Lucas had, along with my conversation with Carbon and the regulars of this coffee shop, I've gradually realized over the past week that I'm severely lacking in awareness about many things.
Huh?
And what makes it more troubling is it is likely that my ignorance was on purpose.
Was on purpose?
Ignorance? On purpose? What do you mean?
Miss Rachel, the position you hold today is a result of your efforts and tenacity. You honed your talent, but you did not shirk from taking risks in order to succeed.
I'm guessing she's thinking that if she could do it her way, things would be... it would be hard, but it wouldn't be difficult. It wouldn't be all that hard, and she would be able to simply go to the top list of whatever chart as long as she can prove herself. And the fact that she hasn't been successful is because she hasn't gotten the chance to prove herself. But now she's also thinking, you are doing this thing that I think is a shortcut, a cheating way. And and after talking with you, I know for a fact that you've been working your ass off to make this happen. And you are on top of the charts. I didn't see all the work you put in to be up there. I always thought you were cheating the system, but now I can see that you were right, I was wrong, my entire life is being rocked here. I guess it's something like that.
Your knowledge of the industry has enabled you to successfully navigate it.
Oh no, that was the agents.
And I greatly respect your ability to do so. Mr. Lucas also. Although I do not fully understand his content, he's successful enough that people earn a living through his work. I'm aware that must require a great deal of courage and flexibility. To put it simply, I feel ashamed of myself, because I may have become too comfortable with the status quo.
Yeah.
To the point that I no longer strive to improve my situation.
Yeah. That I think that strikes it really close for the most of us. That we are simply too tired to make something more out of ourselves. So that strikes home close to home.
Are you really, though? I mean, you've been trying your best, right?
I've been trying, yes. But have I been trying my best? That's debatable.
I don't believe in doing your best. I simply don't believe in that. And by the best, I do mean 100%. I don't believe in 100% efficiency, work output. I am happy with doing 80% at all times. I am not as efficient as everyone else, but it allows me to go on without burning myself out, essentially. So I never work 100%, because I know for a fact that will break me. And also I don't like being that fully focused on any one thing by force. So I always strive to work at 80% efficiency, because I can keep that flow for hours on hours.
And about my intentional ignorance, I'm simply afraid.
Afraid?
I understand I have only a small chance of being selected for a role in a play. I really do. I understand it's due to my lack of network and the industry's expectations, along with my lack of higher education, and for the simple fact of what I am. I'm truly fine with all that, I really am. Because all of it is a pain I'm already familiar with.
Yeah.
And perhaps somewhere in the deepest depths of my heart, I'm having to face unfamiliar rejections again.
Right, yeah. You don't want to put yourself out there, because what if they say no? What if you fail? That is one of the most painful things to encounter, honestly. What if everything that you do bears no fruit? Well, yeah. I have nothing to add to that. It's just a painful state to be in.
Having to get used to new pain all over again just might be... might be difficult.
Miss.
I apologize for all this ruckus. I didn't mean to.
Miss Riona, would you please allow me to make your drink? It's on the house.
But
Carbon insists, right?
Right. What was that pie you ate the other day?
the blueberry hibiscus mint pie?
That is one hell of a combination. Did you like it?
I did. Quite a lot, actually.
Then I'll make something special just for you. Could you tell me its flavor profile?
Give me a moment. The blueberry was very sweet and fresh. The crust was buttery. The flavor was enhanced by the tartness of hibiscus and the herbal coolness of mint. Just a very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint.
Very sweet blueberry pie with hibiscus and mint. So I'm guessing hibiscus, honey, mint. Not hibiscus, mint, honey. Wow, what the hell? Berry blue hibiscus pie. Yeah, this is it. Because honey, no, rather very sweet was the second ingredient. It was very sweet, not simply sweet. Had it been just been sweet, then honey would be the third ingredient. But now it was very sweet, which means you have to put it higher up. Because the higher up the ingredients is, the stronger that flavor is. One pie in a cup coming up. And before that, A dessert drink made from steeped hibiscus, mint and specially prepared ingredients. Honey blueberry cordial with a touch of vanilla. That was the wrong button. There we go. Ah, we got something for her. Oh well, oh lord, that's bad. Ah, oof. I have failed you so badly, Rachel. I am so sorry. I only got your contact information. Favorite things: Wagner, Liebestod, Puccini, Si, Mi chiamano, Mimi. Vivaldi, Sposa son disprezzata. Mozart, Der Hüllerach. Der Hüllerach. What I'm doing with my life. Emergency goods delivery service available from Bellevue. Seeking audition tips, contact 0916765.77. Huh. Yeah, I gotta say, Vivaldi's music is pretty damn amazing. Mozart, yeah, I mean, he's a good classical guy. Wagner, Wagner made March of the Valkyries, something like that. And Puccini, never heard of him.
Wow, Carbon, that's so extra.
Kind of is, isn't it? But it's so pretty. Thank you.
I'm not sure how you drink or eat that though.
It really is. Well done, Carbon. But are you really serving a warm pie filling to your customer?
It's not a pie filling. It's simply make fruit cordials with honey. And I just happen to have the blueberry one on hand.
Sure.
It's not a pie filling, trust me.
It's not.
I mean, these two girls. Oh.
It's nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
What's on your mind?
Right now, I'm rethinking my true motivation for doing all of this. The driving force behind everything I've done up to this point.
Well, what was it?
Huh?
Your driving force, before you started questioning it.
I wish to break free from the shackles of prejudice.
Wow, that is not a small goal.
Whether society is all my own. Not only for myself, but also for my kind.
I see. So it doesn't have to be opera, right?
Pardon?
Reaching that goal can be done in a lot of ways. Like politics.
You're not wrong, but...
That was just an example, jeez. But I admit, being an entertainer is probably the fastest way to win people over. But that's not what you want to do, is it?
My heart trembles for the opera. That is why I wish to pursue it, as long as I'm able. However, I believe it is also time for me to consider expanding my horizons.
Oh?
I simply do not wish to be trapped in my own fear forever. Although I do regret that my one-track-minded efforts may have been in vain.
I don't think everything you've done so far is in vain, though. I always believe in sincere efforts. But never mind that. What are you going to do now?
I'm not sure. I already rejected Mr. Lucas's offer.
Oh, you can call him again. He will not mind.
Lucas?
He's an influencer who's been coming here recently.
Why does that name ring a bell? Oh, wait!
You know him?
Not closely, but I think we follow each other in Tomochill. If it's even the same Lucas, I mean.
Yes, it's the same Lucas.
What was the offer for?
I was offered a spot on his new show. While he's still unsure of the format, his aim is to elevate underrated talents. To showcase and interview them in order to bring their work to the forefront.
I see.
I mean, that is amazing. Who wouldn't want to create that kind of show?
So what if you rejected his offer? Call him!
Huh?
Or text him. Tell him you changed your mind. What's the worst that could happen? People are allowed to change their minds. If he rejects you, well, it's his loss, isn't it?
I'm not sure it would be his loss necessarily.
Shh. Just do it. Text him.
I want to do these voices so badly. Yeah.
Okay. He responded.
What did he say?
He told me to stay here.
Oh.
Because he's coming here soon?
Huh.
Huh. Does he live, like, nearby or something?
No, not really. But it seems he had some things to do around here.
Oh. No, he's into you, girl.
I see. What a great coincidence.
That means you can clear things up in person.
You're right. Thank you for giving me the courage, Miss Rachel.
Just call me Rachel, will you?
Alright. Although I regret my one-track mindset, I cannot say it has been entirely detrimental to my life, as it is a habit formed during my time living in the commune.
Commune?
We banshees used to congregate together in order to protect ourselves from the outside world.
Okay.
Each of us tended to have a specific role in the commune, and we all would work together as one. Like gears in a machine.
Interesting.
I didn't know that.
But you left the commune, correct?
Yes.
Was it difficult?
No, because we're not a cult.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way.
It's okay. The commune is simply a defense mechanism from the distant past.
So the reason we do not see a lot of banshees around, is because many cities choose to remain in the commune.
Right. The world still isn't kind to us. However, we are aware that eventually we must reopen ourselves to the outside world. It was for that reason I learned to drive.
You seem to be fond of driving.
I am. It's like having a mobile fortress. Which is why I find driving calming.
Even in traffic?
Well,
A mobile fortress, huh? Never thought of cars that way, but that's interesting. So when you said everyone has a specific role, what do you mean by that? Sorry, I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
well, we don't have a Banshee culture center anywhere.
Banshee Culture Center. Time to start one then.
Perhaps it's best if I use a specific example, such as my mother's role.
Oh?
Her role is to trade. In the event that we need to increase our supply or sell our products, or simply in need of some negotiating, it is my mother who will do the job. She must travel to the nearest city or town in order to exchange goods.
This reminds me of something, but I can't figure out what. At first I thought, maybe is this some kind of reference to communism, but no, most likely not, because I've just been watching Superman and the Red Sun. So it's probably because of that I'm thinking communism. And I don't even think communism is like this, but I was also thinking about a technocracy government kind of thing. Everyone in charge is in charge because they have a specific skill set. It's kind of like that, but still not really.
And she's our representative, and other communities need to discuss things with us.
Right.
Everyone's work has equal weight. One is in charge of food and drink. Another's in charge of all of our laundry. Everyone has a responsibility to set up schedules and organize a collection of goods.
So, like, does each role only have one bearer at a time?
No, sometimes there are two or more depending on the power needed.
Yeah, I would assume that trade needs a lot of power.
It's all about balance.
I see. Interesting.
Does your mom still fulfill her role to this day?
Yes. Although there are times when I wish she would retire.
Why?
Ah, here he is.
She's doing a good job with it. But the role truly changed her.
Oh.
She had to endure years of animosity. She had to negotiate everyone's way out of trouble.
Oof. That sucks. Because people are still afraid of banshees.
Or to simply defend the commune.
That is such a heavy burden.
It is, but she refuses to accept any help offered to her.
So she is alone doing it. Why?
Because it has become her identity, I think.
You here?
Yeah. Hi, lady.
I was wondering when you were gonna say something. I'd introduce myself, but I want to hear Riona's story.
Fine by me.
It is as Mr. Lucas said.
I thought we were already past all that formal stuff. Am I wrong?
Well, you still call her lady.
But she is.
Shh! The lady's speaking!
Whoops. Okay, sorry.
It is, as Lucas said. Our discussion the other day led to the same conclusion for me as well. My mother's protective instincts turned into an angry sense of pride.
That's the word. Oh.
So while she performs her role really well, her anger often gets the best of her. Things are way calmer for our commune now, so I'm thankful for that. But unfortunately, the damage has already been done.
Right.
That's when I understood why she was angry too. If your mom has dealt with haters all her life, and you were pretty much in the front seat for all that? Ugh. Tough.
I guess I can relate in some ways. The Nekomimi culture is also quite strict, although nowhere as rigid as yours. We're heavily stereotyped as being very mid.
Dude, I cannot handle some of these new words. I don't know what mid is. It's not top tier, it's not bottom tier, it's mid. I mean, where do you even put that? I mean, in Swedish we have mittemellan, which means not too much, not too little. Mittemellan, in the middle. Oh, yeah. But mid is just, yeah, I guess. It just doesn't go, people just don't say it in a functioning way so that I can decipher what it means.
Like mediocre in all ways, aside from
Thank
being
you.
pretty and cute.
Oh. Mediocre in all ways, aside from being pretty and cute.
Although, don't get me wrong, I am cute. But it makes me wonder, you know? How much of our survival instincts turn into bad stereotypes? Things have changed so much for everyone. Which means we should have moved on from terrible prejudices decades ago, right? So why are so many still stuck with outdated and bad perceptions?
Actually, that's exactly why. Life is complicated and change is hard. Learning and unlearning stuff takes time and mental energy, right? And there are billions of living beings in this world. That's why many folks choose to reduce their world to a size they can handle. All based on their priorities, of course. I mean, it's no different from how everyone chooses content to consume.
Saying that stereotypes are like pieces of data, and you choose what you enjoy and what you don't enjoy, and separate those two based on that.
Ah,
Yeah, and sadly, different culture is probably one of the last things on most beings' minds. Unless you already have a vested interest in it, then it's a different story.
that makes sense.
We all need to survive. I understand that. However, I feel some things just shouldn't be excused. Things we do, the principles we hold.
All of it has an impact on others, in one way or another.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So, about your show.
Yeah? You're in, right?
You're in, right?
Are you still unsure about the format?
Well, I'm still trying to put it all in order on paper, so... Kind of? Like, I know I want to do a podcast, a deep dive, and a showcase. But I'm still trying to figure out a great way to fit them all in nicely. Once I'm done, I'll let you know for sure.
What are you planning to show anyway? How do you think it'll help the guests?
Oh, curious, aren't we? Basically, I want to cover stuff that's interesting and underrated from around the city. And beyond, if it takes off. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Nah, scratch that. I know it'll take off.
Good for you.
That's some confidence you have there. Even though you're not even sure what the format will be?
Tut tut, I might not know the exact format yet. But all the elements needed to make a good show are locked and loaded already.
Really? What are they?
Well, there's already so much content out there, right? And you can't deny that today's audience gets bored easily too. If something doesn't appeal to them immediately, they'll just click away. So, how do you keep them engaged and stick with us, you ask?
Oh, are we going to get the secrets of social media then? In Leap of Faith we got the secret to making a hit song every time, which is a major D. I don't even know what note that is, but yeah. The secrets to social media.
Well, from my experience, you need roughly 5 things down pat to keep a show going. The first one being the format itself. Which, ironically, is the only thing I don't have. Yet. Anyway, a proper format has good consistency. Could be the way the show is cut or how the information flows. It's to build familiarity with the audience, and it makes things easier for the creator too.
That makes sense.
The next thing you need is topics. Sure, you can have a main theme for your show, like singing or cooking or anything really. Having a theme is essential, but getting topics flowing is essentialer.
Getting topics flowing, what does that mean? It's essentialer.
Because even singing will need more than one song, right?
Ah, okay.
Same with cooking. You need to show many techniques, recipes, all that jazz. Right?
You need to show just how wide this one thing that no one thinks about, how wide that actually is. How big the spectrum is. Which is why I honestly focus on visual novels for this channel. I don't play most other games because I don't find them all that interesting. But visual novels tell such an amazing story. And it also feels like that visual novels in general, whether they are for the general audience like Coffee Talk or for an adult audience like the other games that I play, they are very underrepresented in the game industry, kind of. They are not as well known. I've tried to explain what I play for a couple of my friends at work, and they don't even understand the term visual novel. I have to go back to other games to explain, oh, you know how you have to make a choice, and that choice determines how the rest of the game will be. Yeah, I like those games, but the thing is, they only do like a couple of those choices. I explain to them that I play games that only do those choices. There are no other mechanics, essentially. It's a story that you choose, kind of. And I don't think they fully get it, because you kind of have to experience it to get it. But at least they know now what it is. And yeah, as I said, that's why I'm doing this channel, because people don't know what a visual novel is. There is subreddits for it, but the only visual novel Reddits that I've found is entirely focused on Japanese visual novels. And I mean, yeah, they're good, I don't mind that, but that's the only thing in those, basically. And then we have adult visual novel lovers, AVN lovers actually, and they only focus on adult visual novels. So those are the two examples, either adult visual novels or Japanese visual novels. There are basically nothing else on Reddit, as of right now at least. So yeah, I understand what he's getting at there. I did that stupid ramble there. Let's continue.
Since the goal of the show is to shine a spotlight on all things underrated, I figure it should start small and nearby, but still have the potential to grow. And what's better for that than exploring this city and its inhabitants in depth? Especially since I'm fairly new here and all.
Oh.
You get what I'm saying?
I can see there are many interesting topics to discuss.
So your goal is to show the amazing talent that is in Seattle.
Yeah, like locations, events, history.
Yes, and many interesting individuals to meet.
Definitely. Projects, side projects, plenty of things to cover.
Makes sense. What's next?
Know your audience. Honestly, in this internet era, you don't need to appeal to everyone.
That's true. I mean, I am speaking English because there is no appeal for me here in Sweden, essentially. And also you want to reach out to the as many people as possible, so English is the way to go. You know, unfortunately, I still think Esperanto should be a proper language that is being used and taught. But yeah, so I go with English, which has resulted in me having like 25% of all my subscribers from the United States. So I know I don't appeal to everyone, but most of the ones I appeal to are from the States.
If you do it right, you can target just one type of audience and still get a lot of eyes. Fortunately, I have my base audience already. But since the show will be in a completely new format, a lot of them will reject it.
Because people do not like change.
That's right. But honestly, that's fine. I'm trying to attract an audience that's more open-minded and can help elevate the stuff we're going to spotlight. Like safe recover musicians. They'll go to their sites or live shows. Some cool neighborhood project. They'll be eager to check it out. A cool coffee shop. They'll be interested in visiting. Wink, wink.
Well, thank you. Wink, wink.
Anyway, you all know what I mean.
Oh.
The next thing is audio quality, great visuals and edits. You know the drill.
Of course.
The mechanics.
And the last thing you need for a good show is... me!
Well, that's bombastic. No small ego on you.
Hey, what's with the awkward silence? I mean personality and smarts. To find info, you need to be resourceful. And to relay information well, you need a good personality, right? Well, I'm your guy. Why? What's so funny? Am I not the perfect guy?
Resourceful, huh? Really?
Oh, so that is what you're questioning, huh?
I'm just saying. Because didn't you say you're new to the city? So...
Oh, I see. I see how it is.
But you really thought this through. I'm kind of impressed.
Thank you. Probably won't be anywhere near as big as your talk show, though. I'll tell you that.
Huh?
Rumor has it that your manager is trying to get your old girl band back together. And I heard there'll be a talk show or something for it.
Oh, really?
How did you hear that?
I have my ways. I didn't get the info from shady sources, I promise.
Well, okay, I'll give you that, resourceful guy. But your information is outdated already.
Oh?
Because I won't be in the show.
Oh? Why?
Well, I actually like the idea of a comeback. But if it were to happen, I would want new branding, you know? Like a new us, to show we've grown.
Ah. I get that, 100%.
That's too bad.
Why?
I think you have a talent for getting people to talk. You are able to read the room sensitivity. Therefore, I would definitely be interested in watching your talk show program.
You think so?
Oh, this
Aw,
feels like
I'm
the
flattered.
evolution of Anthony Padilla from Smosh. I grew up watching Smosh when I was in high school, and then suddenly Anthony Padildo went away from Smosh and started his own series where he's doing exactly what these two are talking about, having a talk show where they talk about very specific things, and he made his own TV series around that, YouTube series, and it is really good. I mean, I can watch some of those episodes just episode after episode, but some of them are just okay. It's such a wide spectrum. It feels like this is what Lucas here is trying to do. You have the super silly things that you can do, and then also the really weird things that I would never dream of doing. And then we have the horrific things, like people who survived kidnapping, people who were sex trafficked by their parents and things like that. It's such a wide spectrum. If you haven't seen Anthony Padilla, let's see, what's the name of that show? Okay, his nick on YouTube is just Anthony Padilla, but his series is called I Spent a Day With, and then whatever that theme is. I spent a day with Anthony Padilla. Yeah. So it feels like that is what they're trying to make here, and if they do that, that will be successful, because that is so interesting. Everything that they're going through. I mean, he even interviewed Howard Mandel, like goddamn, and about OCDs, you know. And then he also interacts with his old friends from the Smosh era and with LARPers. So he's not a one-trick pony. He's doing it all. So yeah, if they do that, they will be successful.
You're right about that, though. I'm pretty good. But I'd rather express myself through my music, my songs, and my performances. You know?
Yeah. I understand that very well.
Then do you want to be our first guest?
Me? Why? I thought you wanted to highlight independent artists.
Well, aren't you making a new kind of music lately, Miss Rachel?
So you actually have a side project.
Oh, well, yeah, but...
I was kidding about inviting you earlier, but hey, maybe it could work out after all. Help out the new channel, will you?
You wish. I'm a very busy Nekomimi. But...
Oh, she's
maybe.
flirty.
Woohoo!
Hmm.
What is it, Carbon?
I thought your plan was to have Miss Rihanna as your first guest.
Oh,
Well, about that.
Lucas.
I'm definitely jumping the gun here, but... I was kinda hoping you'd be my co-host instead.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
what? Me?
I was going to ask you later, but Carbon over here cornered me something fierce.
Oh yeah, I did. Oops. Sorry.
Why me?
I like the way you explain difficult subjects, and I really enjoy talking to you. You have plenty of knowledge and experience from being on the road a lot. And all of your stories are so damn interesting.
Yes, that is true. He needs someone to ground him.
Plus, someone needs to offset my chaotic personality.
Like contrasting hosts, huh?
Yeah, what's more, she's not nervous talking in front of camera at all.
Well, she is a performer.
I know. I'm just saying she's a natural on camera. So yeah, that's what I was going to ask later, if you want to be my co-host.
Dude, that's insane. You've known her for 2 weeks.
Only if you're interested, of course.
I might need a moment to consider.
Of course, take your time.
However, if you're open to receiving input, may I throw in an idea for the format of the show?
Yes, Miss Co-host, yes.
For real? Of course you may.
And I'm staying until you tell me everything I missed.
Okay.
Yeah, the night's still young anyway.
Okay, I guess. That was extremely abrupt. It's just a boom. I wanted to know the feedback, but I guess, yeah, they were going to spend a couple of hours talking about that, so no. And yeah, I really liked that episode. It was really sweet, and everyone just is helping each other out. You know, you gotta love that. Yeah. And I mean, I love Rihanna. There's no denying that. Rihanna and Lua, those are my two favorite girls here. Even if... no, I don't have anything to say. Lua is maybe a bit too concerned about family, which is a pet peeve of mine. Who doesn't care about family at all, essentially. Yeah. But yeah, that was it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really did. And if you want to see more of the things I'm playing, you can see them at the bottom of the screen. And remember, just because you're not the main character doesn't mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.